man thought that a hungry stray dog was stuck on the iron gate. What should he do in this situation? The man was afraid that he could only hold his head and save him. After being rescued by the man, the little guy did not choose to leave quickly. He was shivering in the cold wind. The man dared to feed him food. The boy took his waste bag and sent him to the animal rescue station, and he gave him a series of rescue measures. If it were an old iron in front of the screen, it would have been burned. After a few days of rest, he was put back in the forest by the man. The little guy just left without turning his head. The next morning, the man opened the door and saw a magical scene. The little guy who was sent away ran back again. The man sent a hearty breakfast politely. After eating and drinking, he also took a big chicken leg. Until late at night, he came back in a hurry. He stayed at the door of the man's house until dawn. His persistence was almost as good as a dog. The man immediately rewarded him with boiled eggs and let his wife cook a bowl of hot food for him. The little guy was not polite. He ate the food. Maybe the security guard didn't do a good job. He fell asleep in the yard of the man's house. The man prepared a cushion for him. From then on, the little guy seemed to open the door of the new world. He grabbed this long meal ticket tightly. When he was hungry, he knocked on the glass door of the man's house politely. He came to the man's house as if he were back to his own home. After getting familiar with the man's family, he took his child to the man's house. The man was surprised. The food he used to feed him was left to his child. What a great mother. It was the man's careful feeding that brought him trouble in the future. This great mother actually gave the best child to the man. The little guy hid in the grass. The man was also in a daze. The man had to feed him. The little guy didn't know what to eat. After he was full, he fell asleep. Afraid of being thirsty, the man carefully prepared water next to him. The little guy seemed to obey his mother's words. He was not only very obedient at the man's house, but also very sensible. However, the man's family didn't like him either. As the little guy grew older, the man also found a problem. When he was full, he would always stay up late. The little guy was really likely to be scared. But when the man saw that his dog was angry, he didn't seem to be so afraid. As time went by, the little guy became a new member of the man's family. He can get along with the dog of the man's family. He can also play happily with the man. Seeing this little guy now live a happy life, I really want to thank his mother. She chose a kind family for him. A mother who is kind, warm, and hardworking. A gentle help has achieved the fate of running in both directions. May every life be treated gently by the world. And may we all have the courage and kindness to help.